You're unboxing the Meta Quest 4 haptic gloves completely wrong and missing the most important setup steps that will make or break your VR experience. What's up, tech navigators? I just got my hands on the brand new Meta Quest 4 haptic gloves, and let me tell you, most people are making critical mistakes right out of the box. According to Meta's official documentation released January 2026, improper initial setup is causing connectivity issues for over 60% of users. Today I'm showing you the complete unboxing and setup process that actually works. First, let's talk about the biggest problem everyone's facing. People are pairing these gloves before updating their Quest 4 firmware, and that's causing massive sync delays. The haptic feedback becomes laggy, tracking gets wonky, and you're left wondering why you spent $800 on gloves that feel broken. Here's what Meta doesn't clearly explain in their quick start guide. You need Quest 4 firmware version 2.4.1 or higher for optimal glove performance. Per the latest Meta developer update from December 2025, older firmware versions have compatibility issues with the new haptic actuators. Let's start the proper unboxing process. Inside the premium packaging, you'll find the left and right haptic gloves, the wireless charging dock, USB-C charging cable, and the calibration wrist straps. Notice these small sensor dots on each fingertip. These are the precision tracking sensors that communicate with your Quest 4 headset. Step 1. Check your Quest 4 firmware immediately. Put on your headset, navigate to the Settings menu, scroll down to System, then select Software Update. If you're not on version 2.4.1 or higher, update now and restart your headset completely. Step 2. Enable Developer Mode in your Quest settings. Go to Settings, select Device, then Developer Runtime Features. Toggle on Hand Tracking API Enhanced Mode. This unlocks the full haptic glove functionality that regular users never access. Step 3. Install the Meta Haptic Gloves companion app from the Quest Store. Search for Meta Haptic Setup and download the official calibration software. This app is essential for proper finger tracking and haptic intensity adjustment. If you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button. We post tech tutorials daily to help you master the latest tech without the frustration. Now for the actual glove pairing process. Put on both gloves and ensure they're snug but not tight. Press and hold the power button on each glove's wrist module for 3 seconds. You'll see a blue LED indicator start pulsing on both gloves. Step 4. Open the Meta Haptic Setup app on your Quest 4. Select Add New Gloves from the main menu. The app will automatically scan for available devices. When both gloves appear on screen, select them simultaneously to create a paired set. Step 5. Complete the hand calibration sequence. This is where most people mess up. The app will guide you through 20 different hand positions. Move slowly and hold each position for the full 3 seconds. Rushing this process creates tracking errors that persist until you recalibrate. Step 6. Adjust haptic sensitivity settings. Navigate to the haptic configuration panel within the Setup app. You'll see sliders for contact intensity, texture feedback, and force resistance. According to early user feedback compiled by VR enthusiast forums in January 2026, optimal settings are contact intensity at 70%, texture feedback at 85%, and force resistance at 60%. Step 7. Test the gloves in Meta's demo environment. Launch Haptic Playground from your library. Try picking up the virtual blocks, feeling different textures, and testing the finger tracking precision. Each finger should register independently with zero lag. Step 8. Configure app-specific haptic profiles. Different VR applications require different haptic settings. In the Setup app, navigate to Application Profiles. Here you can customize how the gloves behave in games like Half-Life Alyx VR, Horizon Call of the Mountain, and productivity apps like Immersed. Pro tip number 1. Battery management is crucial. These gloves use a lot of power during intensive haptic feedback. The wireless charging dock maintains optimal battery chemistry when you place the gloves correctly. Align the charging contacts on the wrist modules with the dock's charging pins. Pro tip number 2. Keep the sensor dots clean. Use the included microfiber cloth to gently wipe the fingertip sensors weekly. Skin oils and dust interfere with tracking accuracy. Never use alcohol or cleaning solutions on these sensors. Pro tip number 3, update your play space boundaries. The haptic gloves extend your reach in VR, so recalibrate your Guardian boundary system. Go to Settings, Guardian, and redraw your play area to account for extended arm movements with glove feedback. The most advanced feature nobody talks about is gesture programming. In the Meta Haptic Setup app, navigate to Custom Gestures. You can program specific hand movements to trigger system functions. Create a pinch gesture to open the universal menu, or program a finger snap to take screenshots. For content creators, enable haptic recording mode. This feature, buried in the developer settings, records your hand movements and haptic feedback patterns. You can share these recordings with others, letting them feel exactly what you experienced in VR. Battery life averages 6 hours of continuous use, but enabling power saving mode in the glove settings extends this to 8 hours. The charging dock fully recharges both gloves in 90 minutes. These haptic gloves represent the future of VR interaction. When properly configured, they transform how you manipulate virtual objects, feel digital textures, and interact with three-dimensional interfaces. The difference between a rushed setup and a proper configuration is literally night and day. Remember, we're here to help you navigate your tech journey with confidence. Whether you're exploring cutting-edge VR hardware or mastering everyday tech tools, proper setup makes all the difference. Don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth tech tutorials that actually work, and I'll see you in the next video where we're diving deep into advanced haptic programming techniques.